All right, we have the next speaker for the day, that is the Vice President and Managing Director India of VisionSpring. We have Shri Anshu Taneja ji. A big round of applause for him.
First of all, distinguished guests on the dais, Rusen ji, India CSR team, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you. I would like to, first of all, congratulate Rusen ji and the India CSR team for getting all of us together. So many interesting people, so many inspiring people working on such great causes. The theme of today's event is leveraging CSR to achieve SDGs in Maharashtra. So I'll remain loyal to that theme, and this session is on good health and well-being. Mr. Gandhi in the morning said something very interesting. He said that if people have education, if people have income, then they can take care of education and good health. I agree with that, but I would like to believe that the relationship is circular. So good health leads to more income leads to maybe more good health and education. So all of these different SDGs cannot be seen independently. They are connected to one another. And what I'm going to propose today is a solution where through one impact area, we may be able to tackle multiple SDGs and truly leverage CSR to grow Maharashtra, to make it into a role model state. So what is the solution that I'm proposing? It's a 700-year-old technology. It's not something new. It's something that all of you know about. It's a simple pair of glasses, clear vision through glasses. And if you have to just see the extent of the problem, see the dais here. 80% of us are wearing glasses. And without clear vision, we cannot do anything. Yeah. So, clear vision is foundational for social and economic development. This is how we see what we do as VisionSpring. We work conducting eye screenings and providing glasses, but we see it being an initiative which is beyond health. New York Times said that, it's a simple way to improve 1 billion lives. A 700-year-old technology, still 60 crore people in India need a pair of eyeglasses to see clearly. It's really a puzzle we're not be able to solve. It's not something very expensive, very difficult to give. It's very tangible benefit. It's a low-hanging fruit, yet the problem is so big. So if you see, and these are the program areas that we work on: C to earn, C to learn, C to be safe. So they're different SDGs through which which get addressed through these programs. C to earn is focused on communities, workplaces, weavers, artisans, tea pickers, agricultural workers. The morning session on agriculture, we did a randomized controlled trial in Assam in the tea gardens. And we found that the productivity increase of tea pickers and tea sorters wearing glasses increases by anywhere from 22 to 32% based on their age, which is a phenomenal increase. We call it the triple bottom line: great for the employer, great for the employee, and great for the customer, because they're getting better quality tea. Or if you correlate that to a factory setting, a garment factory, for example, better quality of textiles that are produced. So, this is something which is a basic building block to so many different impact areas. Then education. Giving glasses to children is equivalent to 1 year of education. Learning outcomes are dependent on how children can see the blackboard, participate in school, and get engaged with their studies. Similarly, truckers and commercial vehicle drivers. Over the last 3 years, we've screened more than 5 lakh truckers and commercial drivers in India. And we find that 65% of them cannot see clearly. Next time when you're driving on a highway, remember this stat: 65% of the truck drivers cannot see clearly. So how vulnerable all of us as road users are. And a accident might be an extreme outcome, but what about efficiency, productivity decrease that's there, in more consumption of fuel? So how much of revenue loss that is happening in our country just because people can't see clearly? United Nations, as part of the General Assembly resolution last year, said that they really want eye health for all, and want to increase the coverage of cataracts and refractive error, which is nothing but the need for glasses. They want to cover 40% of our population at least with a pair of glasses. So right from the UN, there is a renewed emphasis on this. And the emphasis is because, we and some organizations working in this sector have been able to take eye health outside the sphere of health. Right? So it becomes now a baby of education, road safety, textile, skilling, because everything requires clear vision for them to be successful. I've already talked about this study in the Assam Tea Gardens that we did, which was mentioned as the largest productivity increase through a health intervention, which is very interesting, linking productivity with health. So what we thought that we would talk to the government, we talked to different CSRs, and we work with 50 plus corporations across the country. We work with 15 state governments. We work in 28 states in the field, working also with more than 600 eye health providers and NGOs. Again, it was discussed in the morning that India does things very well when it approaches the problem in a mission mode. We've seen with the vaccination 200 crore jabs within no time. So what we propose to the government is an India Clear Vision Mission, or what we call it in Hindi, the Bharat Ujjwal Drishti Abhiyan, with a tagline, Chashma Ek, Uplabdhiyan Anek. A pair of eyeglasses can lead to numerous achievements. So, we've already in some states done this very successfully. Maharashtra is a state that we are looking to launch this mission in. Dr. Arvind Panagria, the first vice chairman of Niti Aayog, he's a strong advocate of an eyeglasses to all mission. He wrote extensively about this. And, he's an economist. So his approach to the issue is not from a health perspective, but from an economic growth and productivity perspective. So if you talk about any of the government flagship programs, Skill India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, the Ministry of Road Transport initiatives, nothing is complete without clear vision. Digital India, can you imagine being digital or telecom or telemedicine being successful without vision? Not possible. So what we propose is that 60 crore people in India need glasses. And if we are able to do that, it requires just 42,000 crores of investment for the entire country, which is not huge. But with a gain of about 10 lakh crore, which is 21 times return on investment, and 5% it adds to India's GDP. If you have to go to the Prime Minister and say that we'll add 5% to your GDP, 2024 is a done deal. Right? So this is where we have to take the opportunity, also approach the government at the right time with this idea. This is some of the work that we do. It's across the country. I'll not go much in detail. So I'll probably just, talk a little bit about Maharashtra. If we have to replicate the same clear vision mission in Maharashtra, it adds 7.5% to the state's GDP, which is huge. 5.6 crore people, which is almost 50% of the population, this is 2011 census, need glasses. So what we really require is, again, a total investment of about 562 million, and 21 times is the return on investment if you're able to do that. So about 5,000 crore translating into about a lakh crore, and 7.5% increase in GDP, which in an industrialized state like Maharashtra, is going to really push the state to another level. And for this to happen, we need everyone to come together. One organization cannot do it. We need healthcare providers to come together. We need the government, CSR, NGOs, anyone who's interested in making India the first clear vision nation in the world. This is some work that we do. We work across sectors, and 65% of the people that we touch through our work are first-time wearers. We worked in Varanasi. We screened 1 lakh weavers of silk saris there, and we found that 75% of them, if we hadn't gone there, they would have never got their glasses. So that's the kind of impact that we are talking about. We already talked about the various groups that we work with. We screen more than 25 lakh people annually in India and provide more than 10 lakh glasses to people who need them. And these are the different programs that I've already spoken about. Also, what we did this year to support the Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India missions, we started manufacturing glasses in India. Till now, we are dependent on China, but because of COVID, because of the depreciating rupee, all our glasses are now manufactured in India. And we're calling it Made in India, Made for the World. So we want to make India the hub for glasses also. It's something very simple, and why can't we do it within our country? These are different ranges of our glasses based on some of the values that we have. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention. We hope that you join this mission. And just, Rusenji, with your permission, I'll take 30 seconds for a small experiment. Many people are busy on their mobiles. So if they did not hear anything that I said, I would just want you to remove your glasses for 30 seconds. Those you wearing glasses. Please, if we can have everyone who is wearing glasses remove their glasses. Now just try to see the screen. Okay, so if you did not hear anything that I said in the last 10 minutes, just remember this. Life without this is very difficult. So please join this mission. Thank you.